welcome back, and today's video is a subject I want to talk about regarding your reborn dolls or doll and a strong emotional bond that you might have with a particular doll for a certain reason. And today I'm joined with my Annette Himstead doll that I've had for quite a while now. She's dressed in her original clothes except for the shoes. I bought these for a Reborn doll, but they were a bit small, so I put them on her. They've got little rabbits on the front. But the reason I bought her on today is because of this photograph here that I had made into a cube. And it's regarding a documentary I watched a few years ago on Ebola, the outbreak of Ebola that occurred in Africa. Now, 2013 to 2016, I put this documentary on, and this particular little girl was brought in to an aid centre. Sorry about the glare on it, it's in Perspex. Into an aid centre by her father and her really ill mother. Now, while they were there, the mother tragically passed away virtually as soon as they arrived, which left the father with his little daughter. And he was caring for her in the aid centre until he, very upsetting as it was, he also came down with the same disease, and he also got really seriously ill, and the little girl was taken into the care of the volunteer aid workers from all different countries who'd gone over there to help. She was cared by them while they nursed her father, but he also tragically passed away, which left her as an orphan. And throughout the whole documentary, all I could think about was, please don't let her catch it, don't let her catch it. But yeah, you guessed it, she also became ill herself, and there was a doctor who was really close to her and took care of her. And I was just working on a hospital and working on a children's ward. This documentary has stayed with me throughout my whole life, all the years that have passed. That's why I took this photograph off the television screen and had it made into these Perspex blocks, and it stays with me all the time. Now, you're all thinking, oh, what happened to her? Well, as luck had it, she actually recovered. She didn't die, she did recover. And yeah, so she survived. I don't really know what happened to her after the documentary, but this doll, as soon as I saw her, just reminds me of this little girl who I watched in the documentary. And every time I look at her and the photograph, it just reminds me of how lucky we all are, especially with now the epidemic that we've got at the moment. So I just wondered if you also have got a particular doll in your nursery or in your collection, or a reborn that you have a really strong bond with, who just brings back memories of a particular event or something that happened in your life, that every time you look at this doll it just reminds you of that particular time. So that's the video I'm making today. I will put some photographs at the end of more pictures of this little girl from the documentary. They were all taken off the television screen, so they're not very clear, but I will add them in the video. And I'd just like to know if any of you also has a particular doll that has some kind of strong meaning in your life, I'd be really interested to find anybody else in the doll community who has the same kind of bond with a doll. So that's that subject. Now, yesterday I went shopping, so I've got a small clothing haul which I'd like to show you. I went into a charity shop and I was really lucky to find newborn baby clothes for 50p an item. So I will show them to you now. First of all, we have this one, which is a it's like a velour shirt, and it's got this that's attached to it. They're like both together, as you can see, and it's got buttons down the front and a little hoodie. That was only 50p, and it's by Babies Uria, U-R-I-A, it says. I've never heard of those before. So that's the first one. The second one is another hooded top, striped, in blue, grey and dark blue. That's nice as well. That's by, who's this by? Marks and Spencer. So all of these were 50p each. Like I said, I desperately needed new clothes for my little preemies. Pair of trousers, woolen trousers in a knitted material, and these are F&F baby. I love these. Dungarees in like a splatter pattern, blue splatter pattern with wooden buttons. These are by Next Baby, so I was really pleased with those. And then I was ever so glad when I spotted these. It's Humphrey. I have a pair of Humphrey dungarees. They've got the check, grey check on around the bottom and inside as well, and there's little Humphrey there on the can you see little Humphrey on the pocket, and on the back it's got his logo there, Humphrey's Corner. So that's those are in grey corduroy. And then finally, by Pumpkin Patch, again, never heard of those, is a little tiny shirt here that's got a little logo there of a deer that's stitched on, and that's grey and light blue with a white collar. So 50p again. So yeah, I did really well with those. I've just been checking on my doll that's coming from America, and she's now somewhere in this country. So she's with Hermes, so I'm hoping she'll turn up next week. So I'll have my first box opening then. But I did order a doll from Italy not long ago from Etsy, and that also arrived in England, and that's as far as it got. After that it got lost, so I never received it. So I'm hoping that this is not going to happen for a second time and that my doll turns up. So hopefully next week I'll have a box opening. And also I want to do my third nursery tour. That's room 3, which I'll be doing also next week. So please join me again for that. And like I said, let me know if you have, let me show you her face close up, any dolls that mean a lot to you for any particular reason, and send me a message and let me know. So until next week, bye for now.